Is the 997 the most modified 911 in Porsche history? With its perfect blend of modern performance and classic styling, the 997 has become a favourite amongst enthusiasts worldwide. But why is this? Why is it such a popular car to modify? I feel like we need to do a deep dive into the culture and the market of the 997. Whoa! To truly understand what makes it such a popular car. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you my top reasons why I think the 997 is the most modified 911 in Porsche history. I'm so rubbish at this game. And I'd like to know your views and opinions. With that out of the way, let's get into this one. And don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload. Right, let's do this. The Porsche 997 was produced between 2004 to 2012 and represents the 6th generation of the iconic 911. It was designed as a successor to the 996 and addressing many of the criticisms of its predecessor, particularly the styling and performance of the 996. We got 2 iterations of the 997. We got the Gen 1, which was from 2004 to 2008, and the Gen 2 from 2008 to 2012. As well as design issues inside and out, the Dot 2 addressed many issues that plagued the Dot 1. The 996 was divisive due to its design and its introduction of the water-cooled engine. The 997 reintroduced the classic round headlight, which enthusiasts loved from the previous air-cooled generations. This made it an instant hit with enthusiasts and restored confidence in the 911 brand. Second-hand prices for the 997 vary from 15,000 all the way up to 70, 80,000 for a GT or a turbo model. But this will also be dependent on condition and mileage. But you can quickly get yourself into a 997 for as little as 15 grand, but this isn't without its issues. As with most 911s, well-maintained models with desirable specs command the premium. With prices starting so low, it is easy to get into a 911, but you gotta be careful. If the low price is too good to be true, then it probably isn't. Some of these cars have engine issues, which we'll discuss later. The 911 range includes a variety of models, kicking off with the base Carrera. Then you have the Carrera S, you've got the Carrera 4 and 4S, which is what I've got. Then you have the GTS, you've got the GT3s, GT3 RSs, you've got the Turbo and the Turbo S. Also a couple of one-off special models like the Sport Classic. Oh, and don't forget the GT2. If I've forgotten anything, let me know in the comments below. Because of the wide variety of models and the low price you can get yourself into a 997, it's become a great platform for enthusiasts to modify. You can fit aftermarket exhausts, suspension, you can do ECU remaps, custom body kits, you can fit OEM parts from models such as the GT3 or the GT2 or the Turbo. World is your oyster when it comes to these cars. There are plenty of tuners also willing to give you performance upgrades and interior upgrades for your 997. This makes it such a great platform. There are companies out there whose speciality is to improve the design and performance of the 997. You've got companies like RWB, Manti Racing, Rough, Indecent, Brabus, to name but a few. Their craftsmanship and quality is what they bring to the 997 to enhance it and extract the best performance and make the styling as unique as possible to the individual who owns the 997. The 997 community is massive. With dedicated Facebook groups and forums, you are spoilt for choice when it comes to finding inspiration for your 997. There are many events as well, like cars and coffee events and Porsche events, where you can see some of these cars, and trust me guys, some of these cars are stunning. Amongst these groups, you will find some of the coolest modified 997s you can imagine. You will get the most amount of information and ideas and inspiration by attending cars and coffee events, by joining these Facebook groups or these online forums. And a lot of the owners of these cars are really nice people as well. They're really willing to share their ideas, their experiences, their highs and lows, some of their tips and tricks in making their 911s as unique as possible. So definitely, if you're interested in a 997 and you want to modify yours, the Facebook groups, the online forums, the cars and coffee events are the best place to go to find all the information you need about how to modify and customize your 997. All right, so now it's time to talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say the boar in the room. Yes, some of the problems that plague the 997. And one of the biggest problems that plagues the 997 and also puts a lot of people off is bore score. And bore score is, and I don't really want to go too deep into this because this isn't really about some of the common problems that you have with the 997, but it's inherently an engine issue which results in having the engine rebuilt. But because some cars do suffer from this issue, you are able to pick up these cars relatively cheap. Rebuilds can cost between 10 to 15,000, so it does put a lot of people off, and some people who do have cars that have this issue eventually sell them at a reduced price, hence why you can pick these cars up so cheap. But once you do resolve these issues, these cars are absolutely bulletproof and makes a great platform to modify. And if you are in the process of rebuilding your engine, that's a great time to look at other mods that you can do while the engine's out and really transform this car into being unique and something special to you. And a lot of people do this, which makes it such a great platform to modify. With all that being said, here are my top reasons why I believe the Porsche 997 is the most modified Porsche in Porsche history. It is the most affordable 911 you can buy. Like I said previously in the video, you can pick these cars up for around £15,000 UK, maybe 20 US. There's extensive aftermarket support for the 997, making it easy to find parts and services for your car. Which brings me on to the newer models. If you're spending up to 70, 80 grand on a 991, are you really going to modify it? Most of these cars maybe still in warranty or have some kind of finance agreement, so that will also reduce the number of people wanting to modify these cars. And yeah, if you do spend that much money, maybe you don't want to do a suspension upgrade or ECU tune or body styling. Maybe you're happy with those mods. So I feel like the circle of people who are modifying 991s is quite small, which again is why the 997 is a great platform. Now, I don't want to piss off the purists, but I feel like modifying air-cooled cars does. Now, these cars are fun to drive, and I do feel like they're not just driving machines, they're also investments for some people. So you might reduce the number of buyers you're going to have if you decide to modify your old air-cooled 911. But, you know, with that being said, you've got companies like Theon and Gunter Works who are, you know, producing such stunning machines, but they're like in the millions. So if you're on a budget, I guess these cars are kind of out of your range. And lastly, the last reason why I feel the 997 is the most modified Porsche in Porsche history is because of the GT3 and GT3 RS. These cars have inspired so many replications and evocations, have inspired people to want to create their own versions. And what is a better platform? The base Carrera. You can fit so many of the GT3 and turbo parts onto your base platform, which is a popular mod. So not only is there aftermarket support for these cars, there's also OEM parts that you can get from Porsche Direct to fit to your base car, making it one of the most popular 911s to modify. So yeah, I feel like it's a great platform, and if you're interested in modifying your 911, you should definitely consider a 997. So in conclusion, guys, the Porsche 997's combination of affordability, community support, and versatile design has made it the most modified and affordable modified 997 in Porsche history. And whether you're considering buying one or looking at modding your own, ooh, there's a Taycan there. Whether you're considering buying one or modifying your own, the 997 offers a unique blend of classic 911 heritage with modern potential. If you've made it this far and you like the content that I'm producing, please take the time to subscribe to my channel. Having subscriptions has really helped boost my channel's visibility, and I really want to make this channel grow, and I can't do this without you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Until then, peace.